Hey everybody, it is 5:30. I just we were looking at all the plants and kind of see how they look, and that rainwater sure does help your plants. And man, they just kind of just started budding and sprouting, uh, like little peppers and just all kinds of stuff is going on. Like it grew tremendously just having that little bit of rainwater. So we were looking at that earlier. I am fixing to start working on cutting the back panels to go there, to go up, and it's 64 inches from the bottom of that brace there all the way up to the top of the cattle panel. Cattle panel does give a little bit, so I pushed it up to 64, so that's going to give it some nice brace. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So two at 64, and then one probably at like 20 or 30 inches. So I think 30 inches might be good, because then I can have a 30 inch window or so. So that's kind of what we'll do there. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and let this run for a little bit, and I'll be over there cutting some wood. You can see me over there. So I'm just going to kind of let this run, and then I'll time lapse it. All right, guys, so I'm back. We got the frame up, and as you can see, here's my little window, and then I have these extra pieces here. This is probably where the hydroponic system is going to go. So we're going to basically run some 4x4s right here. 4x4s, I meant 4-inch PVC. And so then you're going to have probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 4 or 5 4-inch PVCs running horizontally, and then they'll be capped, and then we're going to run they'll have an end, and then they'll have a little PVC pipe, probably 1.5 PVC coming out and then down and then running to the other one, and it's going to kind of go like this. If you're looking at it, it's going to go like this, like that, pipe down, pipe down, pipe. So like a radiator. So if you know what a radiator looks like, it pretty much kind of does that zigzag motion. And so then we're gonna in that pipe, 4-inch pipe. I mean, we can go the whole span of it, good 5-6 feet, and then 4 rows. That's going to give you a lot of little pots. And what that's going to do is going to house all our kale, all spinach, any green leaf stuff. So kale, spinach, lettuce. What else can grow in there? Strawberries. Anything leafy. Well, they all have leaves. Huh? Brassicas. Not Nebraskas. Brassicas. So anything green leaf that you can, chard maybe, do chard. Pak choy, green onion. So a lot of the different things that we can grow in that hydroponic system. And when we get that set up, we'll show you exactly what we're going to plant. That'll be a later project. But if you saw my Facebook page, you probably saw the way that I laid this out. So right here will be a tiered shelf that I'm going to have to eventually make somehow, and then over here a little table, and then grow beds. Right? So the grow beds will be every day there's some idiot with some stupid car that runs through here. I'm sure it's a high school kid. Anyways, it's going to be a 3 foot by 8 foot, 3 foot by 8 foot, 3 foot by 8 foot, 3 foot by 8 foot grow bed. We're going to have a nice 4-inch gap here. So that way we can wheelbarrow in dirt and stuff like that, put in the wheelbarrow, and then whenever we're done with the specific plant that's dead or whatever, we can pull it out, throw it in the wheelbarrow, and just wheel it on out. So that's going to be really nice. Also, what we're going to do is, since these cattle panels are going to be here, even though the plastic is on it, what we can do is we can put some little clips and stuff like that to have our cucumbers or tomato plants or anything viney grow up this. The other thing I'm going to probably do is I'm going to run some, depending on where the grow bed is, run some string straight down and then have the tomatoes go up it. So kind of like spiral up. And that's about 7 foot, I would imagine, right there. So we'll have them going up 7 foot and maybe even spread across, just depending on how they want to grow. So that's kind of what we did today. We got that done. So our frame is done, all right? As far as like any extras, I don't know what I'm going to do there as far as like putting any extra braces. I may do one here on the front. I may not. I may just like, once I put that plastic on, I want to see what it's going to look like and how sturdy it is. And then if I need to, then I'll brace it again. But as far as the framing and the structure goes, we are done. That's what the big thing I wanted to do today. Here in a little bit, I got to go cut some old pieces of wood to kind of fix up something that's going on in the greenhouse. Our plastic fell off, and we had a big old thing of water in it, so it was a big mess. And but our plants are doing well. So I don't want my dogs, like I guess Venus loves to eat the plants, and so the dogs she was eating a plant. I had my squash out here, and she was chewing on the tops of the leaves. So once once we have abundant vegetables, then we can give them all the vegetables in the world, and I'm sure they'll like that. But for right now, I need to go and fix that. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. But as far as the greenhouse goes, the framing is up. I'm really happy. I just need to put a window, build a window there, a window here, and I can do that at any point. I don't necessarily need to do it now. I don't necessarily need to do it when the plastic's in. Well, I do need to do it whenever the plastic gets here, and I can do that maybe tomorrow or something like that. So yeah, very excited, very happy. It's done. So once we get the plastic on, we'll show you how we're going to do that, and we'll be good. We got our screen going, we got the frame up. Very, very happy. So thanks again for watching. I really hope this inspires somebody to go out and build them a little greenhouse or whatever they want to do. I know greenhouses, West Texas, why? I think what the benefits to doing that in West Texas is that the sun can get really hot and it kills those plants and it dries them out really, really fast. So having a greenhouse with adequate ventilation, or maybe even a closed system where you have it air conditioned, will definitely help you to be able to grow a lot of vegetables. There are a lot of harmful rays that come from the sun, and I think the greenhouse is going to help that. It did over here. The only problem is that it got really, really hot over there. So we're going to have to figure something out for next year for that place. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with it. Maybe we'll put all our drought-resistant stuff over there to where they'll survive in the hot temperatures, and then everything else we'll put in here, and hopefully we'll decide whether or not we're going to put an AC. I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy an AC unit and put it in here. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. I don't know what kind or any of that stuff, but that's kind of what the plan is in here. So thanks again. Sorry, that was just a little tidbit of information. We'll catch y'all next time. Peace.